Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and wish you the same. In the last vlog, we have studied about the animal breeding, its various type, and the last one was artificial way of breeding. Okay, I hope that topic is clear to you people. Next one, under the animal husbandry, we are going to study about the beekeeping. That is the another name is apiculture. You know this beekeeping and apiculture you would have seen in your surrounding also, in your nearby neighborhood also. So this is a very cheap means of practice, and it requires very least amount for investment. Okay, so it can be practiced by anyone, but the training should be done, because unnecessarily if somebody is practicing this, then obvious the honey bee is going to do practical on that particular person, right? So for this beekeeping practice is required. So let us see first what is this beekeeping. Beekeeping, that is maintenance of beehives of honey bees for the production of honey. So you know very well why this is being practiced. Obvious, this is being practiced for obtaining the honey. Okay, and you know very well that how important is this honey. This is very nutritive in nature. Okay, next point is that it can be practiced in an area where is lot of sufficient pasturage is present. Pasturage means what? Pasturage is a group of flowers or the bushes of flowers, or where there is a lot of bushes present, that is known as the pasturage. Okay, this if you would have seen during the winter time, when there is a if anyone would have traveled in the area of Sankargarh, you would have seen lot of mustard are grown in that hilly areas of Sankargarh. Lots of mustard are grown, and in that particular area, really that looks very beautiful. Mustard, you know very well, sarso, isn't it? So many sarso flowers are there, and within that area itself, this beekeeping is being practiced, because beekeeping, the motive of this beekeeping can be obtained only in that area where lot of pasturage is there, or where lot of cultivation is being done, and that area only, if that area is there, then only the motive of beekeeping will be successful. Okay, next is beehives can also be kept. So as I have told you that it is a practice which can be easily obtained, okay, in a less investment. So this beehive can also be kept in a house, within the courtyard, veranda, and in roof also. I want to share one thing, that this is being practiced in my home also, in my village. Okay, we are having 2 boxes, and that this honey bee, this bee keeping is being done. My grandpa is doing that. All right. So next, students, you know the advantages. Beekeeping is having a lot of advantages. Basically, we are getting honey, that is okay, you know, that is a common thing. Bee wax is there, it is used for making candles and all. Okay, and for various medical purpose also this honey is being used. And this beekeeping is practiced, as I have told you, in the cultivating land areas, or where the loss of pasturage is present. So it is also helpful in the pollination purpose. Okay, what is this pollination? The fusion of male and female gamete in flowers, due to which the fruit is obtained. Okay, so this is being practiced in those areas, and it is very much helpful in pollination purpose too. So next we are going to study about its advantages. Student, let us see the advantages, okay, of beekeeping or apiculture. So advantages is that, first advantage you know very well, that is the for obtaining honey, which is of very much medical purpose. That is, it is usually used for, commonly if it can be used directly in home also as medical use, just like if dysentery is there, if vomiting is occurring. So in that case, the particular or any kind of stomach problem is there, then the honey can be consumed. Beeswax is there. Beeswax beeswax, what is this beeswax? Actually the beehive. Um, Beehive which is left behind, that is used for the beeswax, and through this beeswax lots of cosmetic, candles and polishes are being prepared. So next one, you can see it is an additional source of income for farmers. Okay, it is an additional source of income for the, we can say, for farmers. Okay. How it is an additional source of income? Because farmers are growing their crops in the land, piece of land they are cultivating there in that particular area. If they are practicing this beekeeping, then it is very much advantage for them, because already they are having a source of income as their crops. Okay, but in additional, if they are obtaining honey from this practice, then they can sell this in market and obtain a lot of income. Next is the cross pollination. As I have told you that this also results, this honey bees are helpful in cross pollination, because they are roaming from one flower, or they are wandering from one flower to the next flower. So in this case they are carrying pollen, that is a male gamete, from one flower to the next flower for the fertilization process. Student, this pollination topic you will study in the reproduction chapter in detail. Okay, in the topic flower reproduction, so that you will study in detail, but till now you just understand that these bees are wandering from one flower to another, which is helping these flowers to get pollinated, because when the bee is sitting in one flower, that can carry the male gamete, that is the pollen, and it can travel along with it to the another flower where this pollen are landing, and is responsible for the pollination purpose or fertilization, that will fertile the female gamete too. Okay, in this way the cross pollination is processed. This is also helpful in good cultivation of the crops, or maintains the fertility of the plants. Okay, and its varieties, and the good production of honey is also obtained in this manner. Okay, so these are the advantages of beekeeping. Let us see now next. It is very important to understand that what all practices or what all management should be done to practice this beekeeping, because if there is no proper beekeeping practices, you know very well what can do a bee to a man. Okay, before the practice, the bee will practice on the man. So this should not happen. The management should be done. There are various points for the management. So let us see one by one. Our next topic is management of beekeeping. Okay, so how it should be managed? So until and unless a management practices is done, nobody will get successful in this beekeeping, because you know very well this, if the bee are biting unnecessarily to a person, then that person can have death also. So the practice is most important. So first is that an individual should have knowledge of the nature and habit of bees. Okay, knowledge should be there, because there are different varieties of bees. So an individual who is going to practice this should know the nature and habits of bees. Okay, until and unless they don't have knowledge, they should not practice this. Next is selection of suitable location for keeping beehives. There should be a suitable location. There should be selection. First of all, just like if suppose a person is keeping its bee box, or this box where this beekeeping is being done, that box in an area where is no flower is present, then how the bee will collect the honey? So it should be selected in such a way that a lot of flowers are there, or we can say lot of cultivation is being practiced for the crops. Okay, so selection of suitable location should be there for keeping beehives. It should be seen that the persons are not coming in contact with this beekeeping in regular interval of time. Okay, so it should be kept in such a way that nobody is coming in contact with this beehives. Okay, next one is catching and having of swarms, that is a group of bees. Okay, so unnecessarily if the person wants to keep a bee or want to do this practice, then it is very necessary to catch the swarms. Until and unless the swarm is being caught, this practice cannot be done. So catching and having of swarm is very much necessary. For that training is being given to the people, so they must be trained enough to catch the swarms. The swarms are easily available in the forest, and in some trees also you can see basically it is present, which is basically in those trees which is flowering and yearly flowering is there. Okay, from there the swarms can be caught, but until unless the training is not being done, that particular person should not catch the swarms. Next is handling and collection of honey and beeswax. If all thing is being done, beekeeping is being practiced, now it's turn to take out the honey or beeswax. So in that way the person should have knowledge, should be trained enough to collect the honey. If he doesn't know to handle how to gather the honey or how to collect, then the bees can harm them, right? The bee will bite them unnecessarily, and that person can be harmed very severely. So handling and collection of honey and beeswax should be done properly, should be done in a trained way. Okay, so the main thing is that before the beekeeping practice or apiculture practice, the person should be trained well, should be have knowledge about the bee, should have good selection for the location of beekeeping, and should be trained well to catch the swarm, as well as should be trained well to collect the honey as well as beeswax. Okay, these were the important points. We will see next student. I will tell you some basically practiced bees or the variety of bees which is being practiced in India, and what is the composition of honey. Okay, student, next we are going to see the composition of honey. If we see the composition of honey, then it is consisting of sugar, that is 20 to 40%. Moisture is there, which make its nature as fluid nature, that is 50 to 80%. Minerals are there, that is 0.22 to 0.3%. Vitamins, that is 0.2 to 0.5% is present. Other than this, enzymes are also present, because as it is wandering from one flower to another, so it also contains pollens too. Okay, now we will see the variety of bees. Okay, indigenous, indigenous species means Indian breed, whereas exotic means outer breeds from the neighborhood countries or the out countries. Okay, first is indigenous species, that is Apis indica. Next is Apis dorsata and Apis florii. Okay, so that one, Apis indica, that is the most commonly practiced bees in India. In exotic breed, you can see Apis mellifera is there. So this mellifera belongs to the Italian country. Okay, so this is the composition, and this is the breed of bees. Apis indica is the common one. Okay, other than this in the beehive, 3 varieties of bees are present. That is the queen, you know very well, which is responsible for giving eggs. Second is drone, which is these are the groups, these are the bee groups which is responsible for protecting the beehive. And the third one is worker. These workers, what they do, they collect the what they are collecting, they are wandering from one flower to another, and for the honey purpose, okay, they are collecting the nectars from the flowers, right? 3 varieties, once again I will tell you: queen for giving eggs, laying eggs. Next one is drone, those who are the protector of the beehive, means they are just like a guard to protect the beehive. And the third one are the workers, they are wandering flower to flower to collect nectars for preparation of honey. Okay, so we have completed now beekeeping. Let us see the next topic, that is pisciculture, in the next blog. Okay, thank you.